Hello my lovely, and welcome back to my channel and my pile of journals and planners. In today's video, I'm going to talk you through my updated planner system for 2023, what's been working, what's not been working, what I'm changing, and what I'm thinking of doing for my planner system for the new year for 2024. So if you're ready, let's just jump right in. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Seppi, and I share with you simple and practical tips to live a happier life. And one of the ways that I live a happier life are my babies, my journals. Clearly, I have a lot. I mean, as you will see, I have not been able to keep up with all of them, and there's good reason for it, but let's just jump right in. I had shared with you my planner system plan for 2023, and I'm going to share with you how it's actually going. So here are the planners that are kind of in use right now, sort of ish. So let's just go through them. So this journal I have had for 2 years and I'm almost finished. I don't really have a specific use for it other than just like general journaling. I leave it at usually by my night table as well. So I'm looking forward to finishing it, but there's no specific rhyme or reason for it. And I think one thing that I realized is I like having a journal that's smaller, number one, because the idea of having to fill out a full page that's this big, like if you can see I don't know what size this is. This is definitely bigger than A6, but it's quite big. It just feels really daunting. Also, apologies for my voice. I've been sick for a week, but it's okay. But anyway, I'm looking forward to finishing this journal because it's big, it's bulky, although it's beautiful. And I bought this when I moved into my condo after I got my divorce. This was like my new start, new intentions, etc. I'm still looking forward to finishing it. See, my success is inevitable to new beginnings. I set intentions, etc. Anyway, so this journal I'm still in use, but it doesn't have a real purpose other than journaling once in a while in it, or if I'm in bed and I want to journal or whatever. So this is journal number 1. Does not have an active use to it. Let's talk about just journals. So this is a Midori. It's said in a nicer way, but I can't say it. Journal, and it is absolutely beautiful. I got this in January. This was supposed to be my manifestation journal, i.e. when I want to write my, like at the end of, how do I explain this? So there's a manifestation tool where you can write your every single day. If you write in the present tense your intentions and your goals and your ideal day, then that's a way to help you manifest that. And this is what this journal was, my manifestation journal, to write down at the end of the day a description of the day that I had, but in the ideal world, if that makes sense. So although I love this journal and it's absolutely beautiful, the pages are like really stunning, I almost feel uncomfortable using it because it's so pretty and I want to make good use of it. And at the same time, I have been able to keep up with a daily manifestation journaling. Like the last time I did it was August 10th. The time before that was July 21st. So I want to have this as a habit, a daily habit, even if it's like half a page. I just have to figure out a better way to do it. So this is what this journal is. It's a question mark on how to incorporate it a bit better and more consistently into my life. But I do love the journal and I love the concept of the manifestation journaling. I just have to figure out how to implement it in my system a bit better. And then in terms of journaling, let me go to my brain dump journal. So this is a journal that I had ordered, and I want to create a physical journal to be able to sell on my Etsy shop. So this was a first rendition of it, which clearly the quality is not up to par. So that's why I use this for my brain dump journal, which is basically, that's what it is. It's a brain dump. Whenever I have ideas or I don't have time to write a real to-do list for the day, I just write it in here because it can be ugly, and at the end I'm going to just throw this out. So this I still use very much, and I'm going to be finished with it very soon. I don't know if I'm going to replace it though, because I feel like I have too many journals and it's starting to annoy me a little bit. So I don't know if I'm actually going to have a brain dump or if I'm just going to use my planner for that. So this will probably be one journal less, but to be determined. I just like not having papers and flying pieces of paper all over. That's why I like having a journal, because then I can refer back to it. Like for example, a few days ago, I sat down and wrote down time blocks for my business and content ideas, and unless it's crossed out, I can just revert back to what I wrote to remember these ideas, and then once I'm done, then I can cross it out. So it's still nice to have these all in one journal instead of a piece of paper, but I still feel as though I want to get rid of it because it's just I admit it, I have a problem. Hi, my name is Seppi and I'm addicted to journals. I do have a lot of journals and I need to narrow it down a little bit, which is why I want to create a better planner system for 2024. So once I have that figured out, I will share it with you, but I also thought of creating a video video where I share with you how to create your planner system, how to think it through as well. So let me know if you're interested in that as well. So those are the more journaling journals. Journaling journals, that's great. Now let's go more into the planning stuff. So I started the year very excited with my Hobonichi Weeks. I have the Cousin and I have the Weeks. It was my first time using Hobonichi, and I'm very excited about it. And I still love this one. And I bought a new one as well. So there's an unboxing video if you want to watch that. And I will show you how I set up my Hobonichi Cousin for the new year. Hobonichi Weeks, I'm disappointed that I didn't make more use of it because it is a beautiful planner. However, it is way too small for my needs. So this is obviously smaller. It's like almost half the size of the A6. This is supposed to be an on the go planner. I don't take my planners on the go. I just don't take them with me. Also, I'm not that interesting, and I don't go enough places to take a planner with me to write appointments. So it initially started as my planner itself. So I was doing my monthly planning. I was trying to track my steps as well. I was doing my daily planning, my movement, my to-do list, my business to-do list, and it was just way too small for me. It's just like I was struggling to write small, and even having a habit tracker, I was just making it really small, and it just felt too constrictive and like hard to create pages. So after using it as a planner, it just stopped working for me. So I started I still went on until like I used it from November to January, but I would always spill over into the brain dump journal. So I told myself then it's not working. So then I tried to use it as a health tracker. So my movement, what I ate, wellness habits that I practiced that day, and how I felt, it like make my brain connect that like when I have a morning routine I feel better. And also I'm trying to cycle sync my life, so the way that I eat and move, I try to do it according to my cycle. So then having more mindfulness around that. So this is what I was trying to do, but then I stopped. So it was going well, but then I dropped off the bandwagon. So it was going well for a while, but what I realized is that I'm just doing the same thing in different places. So I fell off the bandwagon by April, and I have not touched it since. It feels like a waste, and part of me feels like not great about it. But this is just a reality check to adapt your planner system to you, and it's okay if you change it. And the reason it became repetitive, and we'll go on to the next thing, is my bullet journal, because as you can see, I was tracking what I was eating, how I felt, my habits, but I do this already in my bullet journal, in my habits tracker. So it was very redundant. So this is this month's spread. So I didn't do a habit tracker this month, but I did last. But regardless, I'm already doing it in some shape or form where I have my habits and then my health and my steps, etc. So it's basically putting the information twice, and I don't have time for that. As cute as this is, and as much as I wanted it to work for me, I have a bullet journal, and I'm still very much attached to using a bullet journal system. Maybe down the line, the benefits of it, although it's a little bit small, this is one thing that fell off the bandwagon completely and that I did not repurchase for the new year. Now let's talk about my bullet journal. This is my bullet journal for 2023. 2021 and 2022, my bullet journals were a little bit more empty. I was going through a lot in my life, but this year I was really excited to get back into it because I've been bullet journaling for like 8 years, and I have been able to keep up with it mostly, although it has changed a little bit in terms of what it looks like, but overall it's been the same. It combines my need to plan, set goals, and to be more creative. So I have been able to keep up with it mostly, and also writing down good memories, habit tracker, self-reflection at the end of the month, setting full moon, etc. So I'm happy to report that my bullet journal is still very much going strong. And what I've been doing more, I want to do a little bit more of a scrapbook version of just more of a scrapbook as well, in memory keeping. So I'm looking to buy a small printer. That way, when I'm writing good memories, if there's like a cute picture from today of something that I did, then I can print a small version of it and stick it and write it down. So I wanted to do a little bit more, doing more arts pages, but also more scrapbooky pages as well. And incorporating more arts pages like this, because I enjoy doing this. It makes the journal prettier. It's something I want to do, and then everything is all in one. And at the same time, incorporate more arts journaling in my spreads, because I've been keeping my spreads a little bit more straightforward at the beginning of the year, which is fine. But I'm also enjoying exploring this new way to express my creativity through arts journaling with like stickers and drawing at the same time. So combining that as well a little bit. So I love how this spread turned out as well. So moving forward, I will obviously be continuing, but incorporating those elements a little bit more to just make it a little bit more fun, a little bit more interactive, and just a little bit more of fueling my creativity. Bullet journal is going strong. And if you're looking for a good bullet journal, this is a Lurstrom 1917. I've been exclusively using this brand since I've been journaling. So if you want 20% off, I will leave the description, the information, but you can use code HAPPY20 to get 20% off everything in the shop. It includes journals and planners and pens as well. So the next bullet journal that I will talk about is this one. This is not a Lurstrom, but I'm also have not been using it, so I'm okay. But this was my business journal. This was the name of my business before, of my blog. But long story short, I have not been using it because it is not sustainable. I use it once in a while to write down ideas, but I have moved my planning system for my business into Notion because things change so much that I needed to be able to move things into the calendar and whatnot instead of sticking to this only. So even though I still use it, like as you see, I like writing. I like the physical feeling of writing in a journal, but overall I don't use this journal as much. And again, like the other journals, I'm looking forward to finishing it so I can put it away and not have a pile of 10 journals that are always out. This is what this one is, and next year I will not be having a journal for my business. I will keeping it digital. And finally, my Hobonochi Cousin. This is what I use for my planning. So for my monthly and weekly planning, this is a lot more tactical. It's like more scheduling and appointments and like timing of everything, and I do love it. I bought a new one for 2024, although I was thinking I could probably get the smaller version and just use this as a planner, because right now I'm using it as a planner and a daily journal as well, which I do like, but I feel as though I might enjoy having it separate. So if I have a smaller planner where it's just planning, then maybe my daily journaling can go into here. So that's something I'm going to reflect on for next year as I'm thinking about my planner system. But this I've been using for my daily planning. So I have daily pages where I put my to-do list and daily journaling, the monthly planning that I already showed you, and then the weekly planning as well for my schedule as well. So I've been loving this for sure, and I'm very happy with it. I have been sharing content about the Hobonichi as well, weekly, dailies, etc. So if you're interested, make sure to check that out. But those are the journals that I have so far. I am going to think about how I'm going to move forward with some of these. And I also have a new beautiful journal that I don't know how to use. So this one that I got is a thicker paper for a fountain pen. So if you have any ideas, maybe this can be my daily journaling for 2024, but I'm not sure. So if you have any suggestions for me how I can use this journal, they're good for fountain pens, and I've been loving fountain pens to do my daily journaling. As you saw my Hobonichi, I've been using fountain pens to do my daily journaling. If you have any suggestion of how to use this journals, please let me know. I still haven't broken into it, and I'm like very excited about it, but it needs to be clear on what the intention is for this one. So I haven't broken it in yet. And the one thing I will add to my journals and planners, just as a fun little addition, I've had this for a long time, but I want to actually make use of it, it's Lurstrom, and it's just this pocketbook one, unlined, and the paper is beautiful. It's very thick, and I used to use it to just doodle and draw, and I stopped. And I want to get back into it because the other night I just felt like drawing, and I just drew this in like 5-10 minutes, and I really enjoyed it a lot. So I want to do this. I want to use this for doodling and drawing. I don't draw very well, but I want to use this more for just like a fun thing to draw in. So that's kind of an addition to my lineup that I didn't talk about at the beginning of the year because I want to make use of it and not for it to go to waste. So those are all my journals and planners and a bit of the update of what I've been using, what I've been loving. If you have any recommendations on how to improve my planner system, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to create a video on how you can create your planner system for the new year ahead. And if you want the 20% discount code, I will leave that information in the description box. And I also want to mention I have a free journaling resource library with journaling worksheets, audio guides, etc. So if you want access to that because you want to get into journaling and learn how to journal, then subscribe to my channel and check out my free journaling resource library as well as my Etsy shop. I will leave all the links to that in the description box. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you a lot of love. Bye for now.